Create your own list of contacts. How to do this faster. Today, I want to talk about this because the other day, Facebook crashed and Instagram too. And of course, when those platforms crash and you are counting on those platforms to create leads, talk with people, contact, things like that, it makes it very difficult to continue building your business. So one of the most important things that a lot of people teach is how to start creating your own contact list, something that you own and nobody else can take it away. So let's start with this today, that it's a very important topic. So thank you very much for being here. Tommy Walker, the Mind Engineer in the Rapid Subconscious Reprogramming community. So what is going on? Yesterday, the day before, I don't remember now, for a couple of hours, Instagram were gone, right? So if you don't have your own list, right, emailed addresses with names and things like that, at that moment, if you're trying to find leads or nurture and things like that, it makes it very difficult because you don't have those platforms if you're using them. So again, as I was saying, one thing that is really important is creating your own list. And how do you create your own list? Because you cannot just go around asking people for their emails just because. What normally happens, and if you remember, I don't know, different companies that you went and buy, maybe to Nike, you want to buy a pair of shoes and they said, oh, would you like to sign up to our newsletter where we have coupons, when we have discounts, special coupons? That's when people say, oh yeah, of course, sign me up. But we need to understand that if we don't offer something in exchange, people are not going to just give us their emails just because. So what we got to start doing is creating what are called lead magnets. Lead magnets are different things that you create, that it's like a magnet, yes, to attract those leads your way. So one thing could be, if you are in, mindset coaching, you can create a PDF to start with, right? Normally, I recommend people to start with PDFs, maybe later videos, but at the beginning, start putting together a PDF with a morning routine. It could be a PDF with some, I don't know, a meditation, talking about meditation, how to start meditating, or I don't know, how to start identifying your thoughts in your mind, right? The negative thoughts, whatever it is, a lead magnet where you're going to give value to people. A lot of people out there are giving crap out and expecting people to just jump into their lead magnet and, consume their stuff. And again, that's when a lot of people say people don't consume, people don't care for free stuff. They do care if you give them good stuff. And I always say that. If I go to a store where they're selling something and, they're giving me a piece of the wrapping, the piece of paper, the plastic, and they say, hey, Tommy, have this. There's no chance that I'm going to buy their product. No way I'm going to buy their product. But if a person gives me a piece of cake, a cookie, something to drink, maybe, I might say, this is good. I would like to have more. Where is it? And they send you to the aisle to get that product. This is the same. People love free stuff that is good. So to create your own list, you need to create good lead magnets. It could be in a Google Doc if you want, a PDF that you then upload for free to Google Docs, and you just send them the link to the PDF. But look at this. This is creating your own list. So what you normally are going to do is two things. If you're starting and you don't have like a database, a place to put these people in, because you're not paying any CRM, customer, relationship management, what you're going to do is you're going to put them on an Excel sheet. You open up an Excel sheet and you're going to put maybe name, last name, Facebook link, Messenger link, something, or LinkedIn or Instagram, whatever, a link to their profile so that you can go back and do some follow-up, and you're going to write down their email. So imagine Paul reaches out to me and says, oh, Tommy, I saw that you have a lead magnet about helping me with my purpose, or helping me with becoming more productive, or helping me overcoming procrastination. Whatever it is, maybe, something that is going to help you lose some weight. Whatever it is, guys, you're going to put together a document, and then you're going to offer that. You're going to put a post out saying, who wants my amazing document around, or PDF around blah. And if you don't know how to write that, if you don't find good ways to communicate that, go and use ChatGPT for free and say, I have a lead magnet I'm creating. I would like help into, creating the post for Facebook, and let ChatGPT give you 10 ideas, 20 ideas, and then grab which one you like, tweak it around if you want to, and then put that out there. Make a screen, right? You can use even Canva, right, for free, where you can develop a nice post for Facebook, for Instagram, whatever, and put it out there. And when people engage, when people reach out, you can say, hey, Paul, great, I'm so glad that you want this. Could you provide me your email so I can send you the information there? Boom. So I'm going to go into my Excel sheet, name, last name, if I have it, if not just name, where they reach out, their profile, right? If it was from a group or something, I can maybe put the link of the group so I understand where I can go back, right? And then put the email address. If I don't have a customer relationship management app or something where I can use that. As you grow, it's great that you have that, because then you can start nurturing. You can maybe go into MailChimp or some really cheap, email sending sequence where you can put together a couple of emails and then send them, hey, here's the training. And then 3 days later, you send them, hey, an email saying, hey, Paul, did you get to see it? An email, and then you can go on the same platform that he reached out to you and say, hey, Paul, did you see the training? What did you think about it? And you start talking about those things. If they didn't see it, I normally reach out to them maybe 2 or 3 days later. Hey, did you see it? Oh, no, Tommy, I didn't have time. Maybe I'm going to see it in the weekend. Okay, I know that after the weekend, maybe next Monday, Tuesday, I'll reach out and say again, hey, did you see it? And some people might say, oh, but that Tommy sounds so desperate. Okay, if it sounds so desperate, then you're in the wrong place, because you need to follow up with people. I tell people I follow up till I get a yes, I saw it, don't bother me anymore, or they just block me on that platform, and I move to the next person. Most people are not going to get angry at you because you're following up. Most people say, oh, Tommy, I'm so thankful that you're reaching out again, and that you're following up. Even I have sequences on Facebook that do that. Messages that I send out, did you see a training, right? If they don't respond, again, did you see the training? If they say that they're busy, I get it, no worries. I'll get back maybe in a week. If they say, oh, I'll try to see you on the weekend, I'll go and reach out. And normally I get or a yes or no. Blocked is very difficult. So maybe 1 out of 50 people or 100 people might get angry, might say, Tommy, stop bothering me. Okay, I block them and I move to the next person. Done. Seriously, you got to talk to as many people as you can. So when you start doing that, it makes it easier to maybe get them on a call or even offer them something else. But when you're starting, when you're trying to grow your business, even if you're making 5K a month, even if you're making 10K a month, this is what everybody is doing. Seriously. Yes, you can do ads, but organic marketing and reach out is very important, not just ads. And there's specific ways to do ads that are more impactful than just, putting an ad there and just sending them to a landing page and having them sign up, because maybe they don't have that. They saw something, they went, they need to put their email, and they're like, oh, again, another email thing that I'm going to receive. They don't want that, and they go away. So there are different tactics to apply to make this much more impactful. But when you are talking to somebody like this on social media, that they have seen some of your stuff, right? They're telling them they can share something to them that can help them with whatever, procrastination, perfectionism, losing weight, counting calories, loving themselves more, spirituality, whatever it is, people are going to sound more interesting. So when they sound more interesting, what you got to offer, they're more chance they're going to sign up. So again, hey, could you send me your email and I'll send it to you? Then you're going to go into your email, type it. Maybe you can have a draft already. So you just have a draft, you open the draft, you copy paste, boom, you send it out. So you know that person, you can put the date that you send it out, or a reminder that in X amount of days, you need to go back and send them another email, or go into social media and ask them if they saw the training. But you start creating your own list. Let's go back to creating your own list. We can talk about other strategies and other calls, but right now is creating your own list. When you create your own list, if your Facebook account is blocked, closed, some people have had their ads account closed. If by any chance something happened and I was banned from Facebook for, I think it was a month, I was put in jail. I had a person helping me with posting stuff, right? And this person posted a picture of a lot of, a tribe in the middle of the Amazonia or somewhere, right? With all their feet together and sharing fruits, right, that they have found. They had gone on a treasure hunt. and whatever they collected, that then they shared. It was a very beautiful picture with a very beautiful, story that we had created. Facebook found that picture. What was it? I don't remember the word, but if they found that picture to be, I don't know, something weird, and they blocked me for a month on Facebook. Imagine a month from Facebook. That is my main source of going out there and generating clients. Yes, I have my own list. I had my own list, but for a month, my account was blocked to what was it? The only thing I could do was on Messenger. I could only talk to people on Messenger. So what we focused on for a month was to talk to people over Messenger. The rest, posting, it was blocked. There we go. It was blocked to post on my own profile, in other groups, or even to comment in others people's stuff. I don't remember exactly. Now it has been a while. Maybe commenting, yes, but I couldn't post anything. So I couldn't create more new stuff. You see. So it was crazy. So having your own list is going to protect you from those type of things, because then, okay, I turn around and I go to my list and I start, nurturing my list even more. Even if I have, I don't know, 20, 30, 50 emails, right? I can maybe blast an email out with something new. Hey, I just did a new training around, I don't know, this new technique around self-love, this, reprogramming the mind, this new way, blah, 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 whatever, talk about something different than what most people are teaching. Because if you don't do something different, if you don't capture those eyes, imagine you're competing with everybody else out there. Oh, Tommy is another mindset coach. No, I don't consider myself another mindset coach. My approach is very different. I have studied many names out there: Tony Robbins, Mel Robbins, Bob Proctor, Abraham Hicks, Dr. Dispenza, Lipton. I've studied many of them, and the way I work is different to most of those names. So when you say that, people are like, oh, wait, I tried Dr. Dispenza and it didn't work so much in this area of my life. I tried Tony Robbins and this part of my life, I'm still struggling. I tried, Bob Proctor, and I'm still not able to do this. So if this guy has something different, I want to listen to what he has to say. That's what we create. We need to understand that we create content that's the idea is to make it different. If it's the same as everybody else, you just want more. Why would they follow you and not follow, and again, Tony Robbins, Bob Proctor, Abraham Hicks, or anybody else that they're saying mostly very similar things? I want to separate myself from all of them, because seriously, my work is very different. I work in aligning mind and heart. I work in having the ego work for you, not against you. So having the ego work for you, when I'm self-sabotaging, but the ego is the enemy. No, the ego is not the enemy. So I say things that people are like, what? What is this guy talking about? The ego is not the enemy. So people that are open-minded, boom, they might listen to me. The people that are closed-minded and say, oh, the ego is the enemy, I don't want to even listen to this guy. Perfect. Go your way. I don't want to work with you. You're not somebody that I want to work with you. I want somebody who's open-minded, because thinking of the ego is the enemy and fighting and going to war with the ego, it's what creates the stuck that most people are going through in their life. So I bring something different in the content that I create. And I just did a big shift in the content that I create. I don't know if a lot of people are seeing it, but some videos that I'm putting out, aligning heart and mind, and, aligning with your purpose, or will help you find your purpose and things like that. Those are new things that are bringing out, because I'm bringing a big twist to the work that I'm doing. It's the same work normally, but I talk more on my marketing around love, around heart and mind, about embracing the ego, not going into a war, not denying your negatives. Most people teach to deny your negatives, that the past is the past, that is gone. So I need to bring something different. That's what I share here in this, entrepreneurship, because it's important to try to make yourself different to what most people are teaching out there. So find a way to make it a twist in what you're teaching, so that people say, whoa, this is different. I need to hear more of this. That's when you attract people into your circle. So now, who would like my free training on how to align your ego to work with you? So the people that are looking for a change, that have tried going to a war with the ego, stop going to a war with your ego, work to align it with you. It's like, what? This is what's keeping you stuck. fighting with your ego. Learn how to make it work for you. I'm just creating some titles right now, and I will put that into ChatGPT and have ChatGPT suggest something. I'm not going to use everything that ChatGPT throws at me. I'm going to see what it suggests and go from there. Seriously. So when we're able to do those type of things, the trainings, PDF, whatever, we start creating our own list. We start nurturing those people, and we keep reaching out. Yesterday, the other day, I sent to all the people that had bought my book, but didn't book a call with me, that I offered them a free guidance call with me. And I had several people reaching out, not, a lot signing up. I had one person that signed up, and then several that responded saying like, oh, Tommy, thank you very much. Right now I'm a little bit busy, or my life is really hectic right now. It's funny because they're telling me, oh, I'm having a hard time right now, so I'd rather have the call later. It's like, wait, the idea of the call is to help you right now through the storm. Don't wait to the calmness of after the storm to reach out. Reach out in the middle of the storm, because it could be the best thing that could happen to you. Reach out in the middle. But I had a lot of people saying like, oh, Tommy, right now I'm in a bit of a tight spot. I'm in a difficult moment right now in my life. I'd rather do it later. I say, okay, that's fine. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes I might say, oh, tell me a little bit more what's going on, and try to see what's going on and then open up, right? But if I see that they answer that, it's like, I don't feel that they really get this idea of the work that I'm doing. So maybe it's not a good candidate right now. But as we start growing our list, we can create our own community. And whatever happens with Facebook, Instagram, or whatever platform out there, we have our own list. And the nurturing, one email every 2 days, one email every 3 days, every day, whatever you want to do. As you start nurturing them, they see you on Facebook, they see you in their, on Instagram, maybe they see you on YouTube, maybe they see you on an email. That is starting to create omnipresence. They start seeing you everywhere, quote unquote, everywhere. And the everywhere, it's like, whoa, look, a video on procrastination, a video understanding, how my unresolved issues from my past are creating the procrastination. It's different things. Suddenly they start connecting on, like, oh, this guy knows what they're doing. Maybe I want to work with them. Or maybe I'll have a free guidance call with them so he can help me a little bit more. And we start moving forward into getting more interested in what you're doing. So it's important to create your own list and own it. Make a backup of that list just in case. Seriously, I do backups of my list just in case. You don't know what could happen, right? So if I have my own group where people go in and they put the email, I have a backup of that. The list of people that I have on another software that I use, I have a backup of that. Every now and then I do backup just in case. You never know what could happen. Imagine that the company that I'm working with, suddenly they decide to close. They go bankruptcy and they close. That happened to me with a company. I had all my testimonials. I had a company where I had like, I don't know, 200 testimonials. I don't remember exactly now. And the company disappeared overnight. Overnight. I had paid a lifetime, membership. I got the money back, don't get me wrong, but I had paid a lifetime membership. I was getting all my clients to put testimonials there, and suddenly the company disappeared. So I lost that. So I had to find another place to put all my testimonials, right? So those are things that could happen. And normally they don't happen, don't get me wrong, but just in case. So creating your own list makes you independent from Facebook, from Instagram, from TikTok, or whatever other platform out there where they have you captured into their platform. As you start taking their leads out of that platform, they're yours now, nobody else's. Whatever happens, if the person's account gets shut in Facebook, you still have their email. If the person quits Facebook, if they are fed up of Facebook, you still have their information. It might not be as, efficient emails, right? Because of the open rate. Open rate on Facebook, I don't know what it is right now, but it could be between 70 to 80%. Most of the messages I send out, they see them. It doesn't mean that they respond, don't get me wrong, but they see them. So they're seeing them. The open rate is very high. Different to mails, that it could be 10, 20, maybe 30%. It depends on, the subject and many things, right? If the subject has to do with making money fast, you're going to have a very big open rate. But when it doesn't have to do with something so radical like that, right? The open rate goes down, and it's part of it. So email is good. Don't get me wrong. Platforms are much better because of the effectiveness of, people reading what you're putting out there. But at least you're starting to create your own list, and you can start nurturing, and you can create automations in the future where emails are sent every 2 days. And I have that every 3 days. I send emails to my mailing list. So they see more and more of me, and maybe eventually they might want to work with me. That's the idea. So I hope it makes sense. I hope you are doing that. If you're not doing it, if you're learning, if you're starting with your business, this is a good path to start getting content out and getting leads in exchange all the time for free. Lead magnets. Ask ChatGPT to help you creating a lead magnet if you want to. Remember, nowadays, with the amazing free tools that are there, or very low cost tools out there, if you're struggling growing your business, it has nothing to do with the tools. It has to do with mindset. Sorry, but I'm going to say it again. Mindset is 80%, skills, tools are 20%. You can have the best tools out there, and they're amazing tools out there. But if you don't have the right mindset, you're not going to put them in practice. You're not going to take actions. And this is what I get over and over again with tons of people out there, that they know what they got to do. They have the tools and they're not doing it. And then a lot of people out there that they don't have the tools, they don't have anything, and they're complaining that they don't know what to do. They don't know what next step to do, with their business, when actually the problem is their mindset. It's not the business. Because if you even follow my free community, these videos, and you put into practice what I'm teaching here, very basic. You can go on YouTube and find somebody else if you want to. It's very basic what you need to do. Start talking to people, give them value, and offer them to jump on a call with you. That is the basic steps. But the problem is, reaching out to people means that you might get judged, you might get criticized, you might get rejected, they might say no. And although most people say, oh, I don't care what you say. Listen to this. I'm going to get more passionate. I don't care what you say. I don't care if it's, oh, I don't know how to talk to them. Oh, I don't know how to do this. Oh, I don't know where to find my possible, leads. I don't know. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with your mindset. You don't want to expose yourself, because there might be parts of you that feel low confident, feel that you're not ready, feel imposter syndrome, or whatever that is keeping you stuck. So make all the excuses you want. I get you. I was there for many, many years. But if you want to get out of the rut, it's not about learning so much skills. It's mindset first. If entrepreneurs don't deal with their mindset first, they have big chances to fail. Because when you're starting, there's going to be a huge number of people that are going to say they don't want your lead magnet. They're not going to want to jump on a call with you. They don't want you to bother them anymore. And when you start getting those, although they might be 1 out of 10, 1 out of 5, 1 out of 20, those are going to be big hits that are going to get you down into a dark hole that you're going to keep digging and digging downwards, not upwards, downwards. And eventually you're going to stop. And I have seen so many people out there starting as entrepreneurs, quitting, starting, quitting, starting, quitting. They went from one entrepreneurship idea to another one. Not because it didn't work. They didn't make it work. Yeah. Job shifting. Then they went over to, I don't know, creating Amazon influential videos. It didn't work. They went into coaching. It didn't work. Now they went into crypto. It didn't work. They went into trading. It didn't work. They go from one place to another with less and less interaction with people. That's why a lot of people were in crypto and now they went back to trading, because they don't want that interaction. Because at least if I lose money, I lose it and nobody else finds out. If I reach out to somebody and say, hey, Tommy, are you interested in Paul? Are you interested in working with me? And they're like, no, not really. No, this is not the right timing. Or no, that's too expensive. No, I cannot pay it. Whatever. Those small rejections or bigger rejections stop bothering me. Who do you think you are? Whatever you can get. And I had so many of those when I started. It deflates you. It's like you don't want to do it anymore. And you need to do more of it. That's what people don't get. You need to do more of it, not less of it. But people tend to do less. They get less results. They confirm that they don't know what they're doing. They confirm, quote unquote, they confirm the false belief that they don't know what they're doing, that they are not good enough, that they are not worthy enough, that they are not valued. They do less and less, more confirmation of the negatives, and they end up quitting. They go back to 9 to 5, they try other ideas, but eventually they never make it as entrepreneurs because of their mindset. Mindset is everything. Seriously, everything. Skills can be learned, can be practiced. You learn a tool, it doesn't work, you try something different. It doesn't work, you try something different. With the right mindset, you can go from place to place trying different things. Because you're not going to nail it in the first try, in the second, in the 10th, in the 20th call, maybe. You're not going to nail it. A lot of people think, oh, I'm going to jump into the calls. I'm going to have a, close. I'm going to start closing people. When you're starting, you're going to have 0 close rate, 0% close rate. Then you might have 1 out of 20, 1 out of 30, 1 out of 40. Then you might have 2 out of 40. Then you might have 5 out of 40. That number is going to start going up as you practice. But this is a very difficult path because at the beginning, you're not going to see barely any results. And unfortunately, again, we have been told that, I saw this today in a group, oh, no, learn how this person made $50,000 in a couple of months working in my program. Learn how this person made $100,000 in 6 months working in my program. And then when you go look, normally the person that they're telling you that they took 3 months to make $50,000, if you look at the profile, they look at their stuff, first of all, many times it's a lie. Seriously, it's a lie. I just was investigating a guy that he was saying like, oh, we teach people how to make 100K with their business. And when I went back a couple of months and they said that they just broke the $600,000 mark, that's why it shook me. I saw that in a group. We just broke the $600,000 mark with our business. So I went into the profile, and in January, I think it was, I'm not sure, January of this year, it said that they had made $20,000 with their business. So from $20,000 or $30,000 to $600,000 in 3 months, 2 months. It sounds really weird. I'm sorry, but I don't think so. How do you know it's true? I might be wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm open to being wrong. I like being wrong. Don't get me wrong, seriously. But if you're putting that in January or something like that, you made 20, 50, maybe a month, I don't know. Suddenly, in a couple of months, you are up to $600,000. Maybe it's $20,000 a month, $50,000 a month. I don't know. If you look at their profile, it doesn't add up. I might be wrong. And then there was another person, they were saying, oh, look at this person made, I don't know, again, $20,000 in 3 months working with us. And when I went into their profile, the profile was the same as their own business. So this guy, the second guy that had made $20,000, $30,000, was selling this company over here. So they were selling a big dream, how to make $100,000 with your business. Yep. So those big, bold statements create a program in your mind thinking that you're the next person. You're one funnel away. Russell Brunson, you're one funnel away of making $1 million. No, you're not one funnel away. You're not one funnel away. There's a 1% chance that you're going to be one funnel away. Don't get me wrong. I still try to be one funnel away. Don't get me wrong. It's good to try, but it's good to understand that it might not happen because there's a 1% chance. Then Russell Brunson doesn't tell you that 1% of the people in their program are making $1 million or they hit the one funnel away award, the 2 Comma Club award. Less than 1% of the people in Russell Brunson's community, that have ClickFunnels have made $1 million. Less than 1%. So, hey, as I always say, come over here. I have this car that I need to sell. There's a 99% chances that it's not going to work, that it's going to break up tomorrow, that it's going to break down tomorrow. Would you like to buy it? You're not going to buy a car that there's a 99% chance it's going to break. So when we set the wrong expectations and when we start seeing that things don't work the way that we would like to and start making a lot of money very fast, our mindset goes shut down. And we stop doing what we need to do to build that 6-figure business, that 7-figure business. I was able to build a 6-figure business. It is possible, don't get me wrong, but it takes time and work and work that a lot of people are not willing to put in because of their mindset. They're going to blame anything else, but they're not putting in the work because they don't want to expose themselves. They don't want to be rejected. They don't want to be judged. They don't want to be seen by their friends, by their family. Mindset. That's it. What's holding you back from building your business, whether it is making 1K a month, 2K a month, 6, 10, 20K a month, the first thing is your mindset. Nothing else, because everything else is even for free out there. What I teach in this community is how to build a business. It's how to be able to start making some money and then making it more and more and more and more, right? And growing. And if you're not doing what you need to do, it has nothing to do with the skills. It is the mindset. So I hope this helped. I hope this makes sense. Let me know if you're watching #live, #replay if you're watching the replay. This is important, building your own list. So whatever happens, you still own those people and their information, the people's information, so that you can send them stuff out, do follow up, and see how they're going. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know in the chat, and I'll see you next week in another episode of Rapid Subconscious Reprogramming Community, learning mindset and entrepreneurship skills to be able to launch your business, scale your business. It doesn't matter where you are. These skills are going to help you. Seriously. It doesn't matter. If you're making 5K a month, you need to reach out to people to scale it to 10K. If you're making 10K a month, you need to reach out to people. If you have enough money, you can hire people to do that for you. But somebody has to do the reach out. There's a guy out there, Tanner Chester or something like that. He's a multi-millionaire. I think he's already made $100 million with his business. And he says the exact same thing. Alex Hormozi says the same thing. You need to reach out to your customer, whether it is you or whether it is somebody else, but somebody has to do it. People are not just going to running after you, wanting to buy your services. You need to reach out. And this, the lead magnet and building your own list is going to help you. So thank you very much. See you next time. Bye.